Muy buenas, 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 soy Sigiloco Games, estamos aquí de nuevo en el de Witcher 3. Siempre me trabo cuando hablo. Pero bueno, estamos justamente en la escalera. Estamos justamente aquí en Cartrolde. Que nos faltaba, en el anterior video hicimos las misiones de los hijos de Kagan Crate. Y ahora nos falta esa misión que se llama la maniobra del rey, que es prácticamente la última de esas. Y después vamos a hacer... bueno, tengo que regresar acá al área en esta, que estábamos antes. Y después haremos la torre de cirugía de la nada como último, y después ya pasaremos a Ecos del pasado, que es la historia principal. Vamos a la maniobra del rey. Estamos justamente aquí. Vamos a ver cómo va nuestro equipo antes de... pues vamos bien. Vamos bien.
Master Geralt, a guard spotted you from the tower. They sent me to open the gate.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Me? 'Tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
Krach make an exception just for me?
All know what you did for Cerys and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us. Come. Krach awaits.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here at Skellige. At a good feast, mead and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
Step careful there. I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an on-crate's to wear the crown, it...
Should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
Show some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Want your mug smacked? Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Oh, stop your shite boasting!
Cerys! Hey! Ah, damn it!
Bad way to play it out.
Think I don't know that? But you saw her, she's so...
Stubborn, fierce, mule-headed. Refuses to listen to anyone.
Exactly! True, Arnvald. Me and Cerys, we're near twins in that regard.
Don't see Krach. He talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
Drink last night too. Got me eye on you.
Tenemos a Hjalmar.
Twist your head off with my bare hands. Soon as the mood something, Frostbeard. Gods.
Bueno, aquí no podemos hacer nada.
Save you from our wrath. Tear him apart.
Tenemos un perrete.
Who's the courage?
A ver.
Hjalmar, can you?
Oh, seal shit! Take a look. Still got all my teeth?
Most of them. Did quite a number on you.
Why are you laughing? They'd have trashed you too.
Doubt it.
That's so. Care to wager on it? Drop any one of the Vilcarls, and I'll give you my sword. End up like me, you part with yours.
Vilcarls. Who are they?
These wild men. Live in the hills.
Shepherds then?
Aye, without the sheep. They live off killing, eat only what they hunt, and they fight like no one else.
You're on. Start wrapping that sword for me.
Don't sell your fish till they're in the boat, Wolf.
Heard you're taking on challengers in fistfights.
Challengers? Ah, nay. Ain't none a challenge to us.
We're here to hit. Hit till our fists are red with blood.
Let's do this.
Gladly.
Cuidado.
Fuck.
¿Dónde vas, muchacho? ¿Dónde vas?
Come on, come closer.
Cuidado. Estos niños rápidos son los que nos matan. Espera ahí.
You'll beg for
Ahí.
death.
Ahí. Ya está. Muchacho.
You hit good. Hard.
Oh, what a fight. Smacked his gob so hard it's a wonder his brain didn't fly out of his ears. Well, lost the wager. But that were such a spectacle, I don't even mind. Here, may it serve you well.
Muy bien. Espadita.
Like shrooms, wide
Vamos a
Gods,
guardar aquí.
save you from our wrath.
Heard you're taking on challengers in fistfights.
Challengers? Ah, nay. Ain't none a challenge to us.
We're here to hit. Hit till our fists are red with blood.
A ver.
Let's do this.
Gladly.
Como que ya estoy ahí, pero vamos a ver.
Mega masha you.
Cuidado. Uy, cuidado. A ver.
Tear him apart.
A ver. No. Uf. Que me van a matar. Ahora sí, me toca a mí. Ahí. Ahí. Me cogieron desprevenido.
You'll beg for death.
Ahí está. Ya está.
You hit good. Hard.
Just warming up. Well, what are you waiting for? Go call the next one.
Cuidado.
Coming to get you.
Pero. Ahí.
Destroy.
Ahí. Cuidado. Ahí.
Double your gizzard.
Ahí. Oh, ya está.
You'd never have beat me if I weren't 5 tankards then.
Then bring on someone sober. Think you can find one?
I can. Night's still young.
Cuidado. Ahí.
Stop playing with him.
Mistake.
Muchacho, estás muerto.
You fight good for a continental.
Friends we show heart, foes we show our ass. Remember that.
Tanta pelea solo peso.
On those swords. But foreigner.
They smear your ass with honey.
Kill a giant's once,
Not worth sight of a weak arm swinging.
Last night was only one
Oui.
chosen by the gods could accomplish such a feat.
Witcher.
Talk later. My ears still ringing from the fight.
¿Qué tenemos que hacer esto? Una bailarina.
So I jumped on his back.
Vámonos.
My blade in his...
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast.
It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Svanrig is not gonna vie for support.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his by right.
Far as I know, crown goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
Take it you have a specific family in mind.
Of course. Bran was the best king Skellig has seen in centuries. The throne should pass on to Svanrig, his true-born son, and then on to his sons.
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk. Listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favourable judgments. They behave like whores lifting their skirts for every passerby. A king by the grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls will see the wisdom of it.
Leaving Caer Trolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
May I?
You must even. Come! I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
Ah, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, Mahakimum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on Crate knows the meaning of hospitality.
Saw you talking to Berna. What about?
Politics. After all, naught else interests her. Wench tried to convince me that we must honor Bran's memory. And to that aim, I'm to command my offspring to withdraw from the race for the crown. Support Svanrig instead.
Why do I think you turned her down?
You put it mildly. I showed her the door.
Feeling torn between Hjalmar and Cerys?
You mean do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But on Crate blood flows in both.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Cerys has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through. The for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force in the world could stop her.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king?
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? And yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skellig wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In Skellig, we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here. This bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you for helping ensure the line endures.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one. Hear that? Damn it. Hjalmar's probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
¿Pero qué está pasando?
Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding! Quick!
Da. Take my cloak.
Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my dad.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too.
You insult me, Lugas, and now you threaten my son. I will not stand for this.
Then come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilt. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Find the guilty on Crete. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Damn it. Things have sure gotten messy.
Putting it mildly. We've clues to examine, things to consider. We must find out how this came to be, elsewise
We've no time for that. I know where to find the guilty.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. That can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
Pretty sure you can handle this fine without me.
Aye, we will. So long, Wolf.
Got a minute? Sad when someone like Bran dies. Everyone says he was a good king.
It's not fitting to speak elsewise about the dead.
Mean you don't agree?
Bran spent his life at sea. And while he was away, old feuds flared, devouring the Isles from the inside. Folk grew furious, claiming there was no one to mediate, resolve quarrels. But then Bran would return with loot, throw a feast, let the mead flow in rivers, and everyone loved him again.
Farewell.
Bueno, lo normal sería que Geralt no se involucre en nada de esto, pero vamos a involucrarnos, muchachos. La maniobra del rey. Vamos aquí. Aquí. No, creo que es aquí. Muy bien, vamos a ver.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Cerys' reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Cerys' whereabouts. The druid Ermion, however, had no intention of letting Yennefer examine the woods, so Geralt and Yen sought out Jarl Crack and Crate, who helped break down the druid's resolve.
Vamos a ver si es que... Sí, a ver. Vamos a pasar todo esto que ya vimos. Sí, cómo no. Muy bien, aquí otra vez. Y vamos a ayudar, podemos ayudar a Hjalmar o a Cerys. Cualquier edición que tomemos no influye mucho. Pero bueno, ahí podemos ir con los dos, obviamente. Y vamos a ayudar a Cerys.
You're right, Cerys. I'll help you.
Thanks. Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Bien. A ver, como pueden ver aquí en el The Witcher 3 hay como elegir uno, otro, o ser neutrales, no hacer nada.
And I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Yalborn, Ottrig. Take some time, mention them all. I heard you helped Lugos, as you helped me with the Haim.
But you could name the claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing, just yet. What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of Centron wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish, face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, Lugos, Lugos. Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise. We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
Muy bien. No, aquí lo que tenemos que revisar es esto de esto aquí.
Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him.
A ver. Vamos a esto aquí.
All right. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's. Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey. Before it's fermented. Strange. Something under the fur. A tattoo. Shape of a bear paw. Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls.
Muy bien. Vamos a revisar. Esto.
Bowl at each table. Mead in this one. And only mead.
Esto.
All the horns are empty. Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards mushrooms. Bowl's empty, but the scent's in the air. Coming from somewhere else in this room.
A ver.
Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood. Cerys, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
Uh-huh. Berserkers.
Berserkers?
The Skald's name for warriors who change into animals in the midst of battle. Stuff of fairy tales, legends. But it seems to make sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Almost. We were at a feast, not on a battlefield. Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
Uy. Vamos a ver cómo este buen muchacho.
A disgrace. The camp we've not seen since the Red Funeral. Fewer died then, and not a Jarl's son among them.
If this turns out to be Crack, I'll twist his head off.
If Crack appears to be guilty, we'll try him and keep him without customs.
Aye, and then I'll twist his head off.
Muy bien.
Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Cerys said...
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Cerys wasn't lying. You know your fungi.
I do. Especially those which affect the mind, soothe it, summon waking dreams. Odalric suffered for years. I tried to help him in various ways, initially with prayer, then with poppy milk.
But he's done with that now, right?
It's not that simple. But we'll wean him off it yet.
Mardrome related in any way to berserkers?
Aye, but only in the tales told to children as they're put to sleep on cold winter nights. Warriors who ate Mardrome were said to transform into beasts when consumed by battle rage, but as I said, it's only...
Only a legend, I know. Still, I find it easier to believe than some story about bears appearing out of nowhere. Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You've another name for it on the continent. Silasaib, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help. Blood and Mardrome. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe. Come on, we could find some clues there.
Muy bien. Muchacha, ven rápido que te demoras. Eso, ahí.
We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise, the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages. Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow, but so does blood.
Might say he got his wish.
Aquí tenemos por aquí, tenemos una plaquita de acero. Un licor en anillo. Aquí tenemos que estar. Mujer de esqueleto.
The blood of kings.
Killed a giant, sure, but now he just faffs about, seducing the lasses.
Una muñeca. Y aquí. Me gusta recoger todo porque puedo vender. Oh, aquí se necesita una llave. Interesante. Tal vez consigo una llave por aquí.
Hemdall watches over Clan Tuirsech, the blood of kings.
I recognize your type a mile away.
Bueno, pues tal vez consigamos una llave cerca de aquí. Hay que ver si conseguimos una llavecilla. Uy, vámonos.
I really hope Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
Un licor enano, frutos rojos. Pero nada que me indique una llave. A ver.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end down below. Come, I'll show you.
Sí, pero antes vamos a ver qué hay acá.
The stench! Is it vodka?
Mahakaman spirit. Someone ruined several barrels of the finest.
Good thing Dad's got other worries on his mind.
Bueno, estamos aquí hablando con Cerys. Mientras yo estoy en esta cerrado. No consigo ninguna llave. Muchas cosas, pero aquí no hay nada. Bueno, vámonos. Aquí no hay nada. Todo aquí. Todo aquí.
Right behind you.
That's a relief. Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the? Shit.
The spirit! There's another exit behind the barrels, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to. Quick.
Vamos. Siga, Cerys.
What? We might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end. This a secret passage?
One rarely used, more like. When Yalmer and I were little, we'd play here. Once. Bygone days.
Por eso es bueno hacer estas misiones.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac.
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
Maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no Witcher senses at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth checking. Come on.
Meternos un puntillo. Vamos a ver si conseguimos aquí la llave. Yo tengo que conseguir bastantes llaves, en realidad. Y partes de juego donde he conseguido llaves que abren unas puertecitas. Así que vamos a ver si conseguimos aquí. Bueno, aquí solo hay cerdo, licor, pero nada de llaves, ¿no? El kit, eso se me gusta. A ver, vamos a ver.
Someone walked through the mead.
Aquí no podemos pasar. Que hay que seguir, obviamente, estas pisadas.
Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby. Something else to follow. Must have felt his clothing rip, but was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvald's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
Es sospechoso. Pero aún no podemos abrir esta. Que hay aquí. Que hay aquí, maldición. Es que ahí se necesita una llave, pero no. No consigo ninguna llave. Bueno, tal vez después consiga una llavecilla. Atrapa a Arnvald. Vamos. Este muchacho sabe escapar, así que vamos.
Look, it's him!
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
¿Qué vas, muchacho?
Ironvolt! Stop, damn it!
Doubt he'll listen.
When I get my hands on him.
You don't stand a chance.
We'll see about that!
Toma, muchacho.
Got him!
Why do you betray them? Talk, or I'll finish what I started.
No uncreate should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea. But I do know one who never stops saying it. It's Berna Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvold.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrige would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
We need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Arnvold, help us, and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honourable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Jarls.
Muy bien.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Cerys on Crate. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Caer Trolda. Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Berna Bran's.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Caer Trolda are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvold.
Cerys speaks true. Berna commanded me to poison the maid. When Cerys and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
You betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Uncreate, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
Berner speaks true. Arnvold has served at Caer Trolda ever since I remember. Loyally, like a dog.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Berna to Arnvold, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Berna's right, Cerys. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan Uncreate will face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Wait! Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How?
You stand silent.
You gave Cerys no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself, me, the family.
the clan!
Svanrige, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clannon Creep, and you, Burna Bran, I sentence to death. You will be chained to a rock to perish of hunger and thirst, and sea fowl will peck apart your remains.
Es que era obvio esto de la Birna Bran. No había por dónde irse.
Burna had a lust for power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrige? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile. Or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinath, for the Jarl's Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
Pues vámonos ahí.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go.
Damian, no voy a
Just in time.
They've already started.
Weren't long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown. Let us swear her fealty.
Cerys and Crate.
I know some would see another in my place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Cerys! 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 Cerys!
Ahí tenemos a Luz. Muy bien. The coronation.
Congratulations. You'll make a great queen.
Thank you. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
What's the new Queen of Skellige planning?
To listen, learn, and listen again. Then we'll see.
Good plan.
I must unite the clans. I'd rather avoid war, but if Nilfgaard aims to attack, we must repel them together.
Drummond folk might be a problem. I saw Lugos during the ceremony. Furious, to say the least.
There's always been strife between our clans. But I must try and talk to him. Just might bring him around.
Keep my fingers crossed. Farewell.
Bien, hablas con Yelmar.
You alright?
So. Anyway you cut it, I was bested by a wench.
Not just any wench.
Aye, true. Suppose if it had to be so, I'm glad it was Cerys.
Not even a little proud of her? Come on, admit it.
A bit, aye. She's the blood of me blood, bone of me bone. But don't tell her I said so. Liable to puff out her chest. Which would do her good now I think of it. We showed Lugos. That's most important. Did you see that rage grip him? I thought he'd burst.
Yeah, surprised to see him in that much of a huff, actually.
Our clans have been butting heads, chests, bellies forever. It's the lay of the land.
Muy bien.
Take care, Hjalmar.
Drink last night too. Lugos was furious.
That one's always
a damn good turn. Like that.
Gran Drummond. Druida.
Battle shoulder to shoulder with the Witcher.
Y por acá tenemos un vendedor, ¿no?
There's a rare friend. Let us thank the gods for interceding. Let us pray they favor our
A ver, acá hay una misión, me parece. O algo así. Hola.
Witcher. Oi! Step over here!
Heard you calling.
Aye, because I was. I thank Mother Nature she didn't skimp on my voice, as she did with some others I know.
See, one of us, a Gil, went mute all of a sudden.
No me acuerdo de esa
No
misión.
spell or potion helps him. But it is said strong emotions and experiences can restore speech. So I thought perhaps you might... I'll pay you, of course. Give you an excellent Gwent card.
Okay.
Suppose I could try, but I wouldn't even know where to start. You want me to scare him?
Aye, good, good. That should do it. Scare, irritate. Whatever you wish, provided you do him no harm. You can usually find a Gil near the hallowed oak. Oh man, he's probably praying in his heart for a cure.
Okay. A ver. Yo creo que aquí ya la coronación ya hemos realizado todo. Hola. Algo por aquí. Un poco más de lo que sea que hay aquí. A ver. Skull. Skull son los... No tiene nadie más, ¿verdad? No, no hay nada más aquí. Mujer de Skellige. El Kragan Kai no está aquí, ¿verdad? No lo veo por ninguno. Tal vez por acá.
Geralt's friend, what brings you here?
What do you think of Skellige's new ruler?
The verdict claimant won.
Farewell.
This is good. No one in these isles deserves the throne more than does Cerys.
Grant me strength.
Okay.
Long live Cerys! Long live the Queen!
Good turn.
For the glory of the Isles!
Son trovadores nada más. Un ruido aquí. Pues sí. No hay nada más aquí. Ah, no, aquí está el Kragan Kai. ¿Por qué no lo veo?
Looks to me you're near bursting with pride.
If only you knew, Wolf. Tell me, what other Jarl can boast children like mine? Shame their mother didn't live to see this.
Cerys will make a good queen. Maybe she can finally unite the clans.
Let's hope. And if not, she'll always have me and Hjalmar. If the need arises, we'll take up arms for her.
Bien. Vámonos. ¿Qué tenemos? Tenemos terapia de choque. No requiero nada. El amo dice que... Vamos a hacerlo de día. Uf. Sí que festejan aquí.
Don't lie to her.
No lying.
Mira, aquí tenemos un... No sé lo que es eso. Vamos a ver. Uno que nos vende cositas. A ver, aquí hay misión también. Me parece incluida. A ver.
You must pass your knowledge on.
I'm no traitor that must get to its spawning ground. I shall do what I please. Now leave me be. Leave me be, will ye? Leave me be, will ye?
Yes? What do you seek?
Kind old geezer I just saw you talking to. Who was he?
One of our circle. Gremist. An exceptional alchemist. But a stubborn mean ass.
Well, been around sorceresses my share. Long enough to know that with great enlightenment comes even greater arrogance.
But sorceresses welcome apprentices, am I right? Not Gremist. So many formulae in that head. So many methods of ingesting and absorbing lethal toxins. But he'd rather take them to the grave than share.
Maybe he'll make an exception. Share them with me.
As likely as mistletoe sprouting from right here.
A ver.
Want to talk to you.
But I do not wish to speak. Leave. You distress me.
You seem a nice enough guy.
Well, I'm not. I plan never to be. I became a druid to avoid others. To not have to deal with them. Not to smile when I don't wish to feign compassion when someone's travails matter less to me than a pair of birch cones. So I shall be straight. Get out of my sight. Before something, I know not what, deprives you of yours.
I want you to share your knowledge. Teach me alchemy.
You? My apprentice? That's rich. While you're at it, why did you ask Uderic if he'll share Spickerog with you?
I'm serious.
That's so. Don't make me laugh. I've devoted my life to alchemy. Son, literally. Spent countless days and nights with nothing but alembics, choking on fumes, scorching my skin with acids. If you think I'll simply portray to you what I learned through years of sacrifice and toil, then you're mistaken. Deeply.
Can I convince you somehow?
Oh, gods. You're as bothersome as a gadfly before a storm. Though I am preparing to perform a rather tricky ritual. So I could use some help. Even yours. I require 3 favors. Do them for me, and I shall accept you as my apprentice.
Well, well, there's a way after all.
Get off your high horse and listen. First, you must bring me a pimpernel from the Muskogan forest. Second, I need a bottle of spirit from the old distillery on Hale Hill. Finally, convince Fritjof to help me perform the rite. He's a druid like I am. You'll find him near Blandara. I believe he's there on a matter of some import. So, what will it be?
A ver, ¿para qué quieres la pimpina?
Pimpernel. Far as I know, it's got no use in alchemy apart from...
Would you teach your grandmother to suck eggs? It's not any pimpernel, but the one that grows in the Muskogan forest. And if the rumors are true, a creature jealously guards all the herbs growing there.
Bueno, sí, tenemos.
Not all that jealously. I've met it, or rather her. She gave me a pimpernel.
Well now, not only do you parley with monsters, you can read my mind as well. We might make an alchemist of you yet.
Spirit. Why do you need that?
As you must know, potential apprentice, alcohol is the base for all potions. Superior alcohol means a higher quality potion. This spirit has no equal. Its strength, its flavor. Unfortunately, the distillery atop Hale Hill has fallen into disrepair. We've lacked a source ever since. But you'll manage somehow, won't you? You're so confident.
This Fritjof, who is he?
The Vader Maker, huh? You don't know the word, do you? And I pledge to make you my apprentice. A Vader Maker is a druid who can manipulate the weather, stop a storm, cause hail, make lightning turn your enemy to ash. I advise to address him with the utmost respect, if you value your life.
All right, I'll do it. But this ritual you want to perform, what's that about?
If you wish to be my apprentice, you must stop asking questions. I decide what to tell you and when to do it. Now go, chop chop, before I change my mind.
Uf, estás muy cerca, amigo. A ver, prácticas de, bueno, sería... Bueno, la destilería ya sé dónde está. Vamos a hacer un viaje rápido. Por aquí. Tenemos que irnos a este sector de aquí, que está la destilería. Y bueno, en realidad ya cogimos... Ya hemos recogido lo que está aquí.
Distilling recipes. Parchment's a little
Y
faded.
aquí tenemos un pinche cíclope, ok.
Breath's downright flammable.
Conchalo. Bueno, este no está tan fuerte como el otro. Creo que hablé demasiado rápido. A ver, maldición. Quémate. A ver, ¿qué tengo aquí? Viento no todavía. Congélate, maldito. Ya está.
Cyclops won't bother me anymore. Can look around peacefully now.
A ver, aquí tengo que hacer.
Here's where the mash goes. Probably.
Ese ya me lo había recogido. Nos ya diremos esto. O sea, ya dimos esto. Aquí. Listo.
Done. Now to boil the mash.
Ahora tengo que aprender esto. Listo.
Ought to be enough. Time to cool it down.
Listo. A ver. Aquí había algo de misión. Un papelito de estos. Puntos misteriosos. No. Carta sin enviar, no. Mensaje de Igor. Carta misteriosa. Carta de Carly Menge. Notas del varón. ¿Dónde estaba esto? Certificado. Guión. Aquí está. Un fiel concepto. Primero gira la palanca derecha y luego la izquierda. Listo. Derecha e izquierda. Vamos acá. Derecha. Utiliza. Derecha. Y luego la izquierda.
Well, well. Turns out I'm quite the distiller.
Y aquí estamos. Ahora sí. Uf, esta sí nos da un poquito más de experiencia, ¿no? Bueno, no tanta, pero un poquito más sí es algo bueno. Vamos a... Ahora sí, a Blander. Hablar con este que nos falta. A ver. ¿Dónde está este güey? Aquí. ¿Qué está haciendo aquí?
Once I begin, you must all enter your home.
You Fritjof?
That's right. And what do they call you, Witcher?
Me? Drifter, stranger, mutant, sometimes even by my name, Geralt of Rivia.
Ha! A man with a sense of humor. I like that. Well, what can I do for you, Geralt of Rivia?
Gremist wanted me to summon you. Need you to help him perform a ritual.
A ritual? Will this one stop him from being a mean old goat? I would go see him for old time's sake, but I've more important matters on my mind. Look about you. The ground. See how dry it is. It's not rained for weeks. The grass and pastures has withered. Sheep are starving. I must bring rain, but fear that... Wait just a moment. Perhaps you could help me.
How? I'm a man of many talents, but manipulating the weather's not one of them.
I have in mind a different skill, involving your soul. You see, Mother Nature dislikes it when you take something from her by force. She will defend herself. So fiercely, in fact, that I could use a defender myself. What do you say?
Maybe.
Sure, I'll help. Provided you go see Gremist afterwards.
Agreed. Now follow me. Time for a little storm.
A ver, vamos a ver.
They smear your ass with honey yet, hero.
Pero camina un poquito más rápido, muchacho.
Animal sacrifice.
Should we burn folk at the stake as they do on the continent? Better a sacrifice of goats and sheep, I think.
Bueno, yo veo esta tierra bien mojada. No lo sé. Puede que esté volviendo mi ciego.
Skugga Svarm Fatna Hala!
It's starting.
Oh, maldición, boyas. ¿Cómo no? Nivel... Bueno, nivel... ¿Dónde vas?
Blotter Himmel, Blotter Moiler, Flacker och Blixtar!
Damn, lots of them.
Poncho. Muy bien.
Blotter Himmel, Blotter Moiler!
Ahí está. Muy bien.
A storm, damn it.
I've not managed a storm that fine for ages. Did you see the drops? The size of eggs.
A little busy tending to the foglets. They weren't small either.
Ah, yes. Unfortunately, they always emerge. But perhaps that's for the best.
For the best. Why?
If manipulating the weather carried no risks, it'd not give me peace. Make it rain, make the sun shine. Some would want storms, others a sea calm as a pond frozen over. This way folk petition me only when their need is great, not because they've had a whim.
I get it. There are times I wish I didn't have to chase this necker or that drowner. Will you go see Gremist now?
With pleasure. After a storm of those proportions, I shall gladly have it to help him with his ritual. Till then.
Muy bien. Vamos a hacer un viajezón rápido.
I've battled in worse weather than this.
A ver. Vamos acá a esta zona. Bueno, aquí ya están los señores. Vamos para acá.
Did everything you asked.
Phenomenal, my boy. So, Fridtjof, shall we begin?
The sooner the better. We've a long night ahead of us.
The ritual is only for members of the inner circle. Thus, my dear apprentice, you must wait outside. Under no circumstances must you enter. We shall begin your tutelage come morn.
Will you finally tell me what the ritual's about?
Nay. No one likes a matter. Suffice to say, it's a burning matter now. Shout!
Espera al día siguiente. Un día más. A ver.
I must have another. That's good stuff.
Aye, as the base from Mosh Gordon and Spirit from Hale Hell. Good times, Fritjof. Good times. Finally, something other than damn potions and transmutations.
Guess the ritual's not over yet.
Gerd, I thought I told you to stay outside. Only thirds of the inner circle.
Circle Smirkle, let the boy have some fun. He's earned it.
Fine. Pour yourselves on. Gerd, let the lessons begin.
Drink hard and study hard. I like the idea.
Yeah. I call it stimulation. A simulation. First you stimulate, and then you assimilate. A shutdown. Let's start with ingesting toxins. Best approach, practice makes perfect.
I've practiced a lot already. Good thing.
I'll make learning my secret method easier. Look, you take the potion like this, and gulp.
Who said old age is a burden?
Uf. Bueno, tenemos un vendedor de cosillas alquímicas y hemos subido de nivel, muchachos. Bueno, vamos a descansar una orilla.
What do you want now? I taught you all I know.
Got anything to sell?
I do, but it's expensive.
Bueno, esto tiene todas las recetas de diagramas y cosas así, pero tampoco tiene todos estos de aquí. Una llena superior. Vamos a comprar esto. Listo. Y de momento vamos a dejarlo así.
See ya.
I'd prefer goodbye.
A ver, lo que vamos a hacer en este momento es ya que subimos de nivel. Vamos a ver. Vamos a poner... Esta es buena, pero bueno, todavía no la estoy utilizando. No sé cuántas más necesito para... Yo tengo 5 y 6 y 3, a ver. 3, 6, 9 y 5, 14. 15 y necesito 18. Así haga 2 de estas no voy a poder alcanzar. Bueno, entonces lo que voy a hacer en este momento es... Ya tengo un espacio más aquí. Vamos a poner una más de estas de molino. Y vamos a poner esta de aquí. Ahí. Entonces vamos a cambiar esto aquí y vamos a poner esto aquí. Bien. De momento vamos así. Tenemos contraataque, esto también es muy bueno. Esa no, pero el contraataque sí. Muy bien.
There are very few bees. Fierce frosts we have this winter.
Aquí tenemos un puntillo que también podemos aquí investigar. Esta es la misión principal, pero antes de eso vamos a ir aquí a Puerto de Caltrolde.
Seen the plans?
No such thing as bad ships.
Que como ya subimos de nivel, podemos ponernos la siguiente armadura.
Friends we show heart, foes we show our axe.
Muy bien, vamos a ver. Vamos a... tengo también una... ¿Qué nos dieron? Primero a ver qué nos dieron. A ver, necesitamos esto, que no. No. Esta da causa o menos. Perforación. A ver, vamos a recoger el equipo de grifo superior. Ya podemos ponernos equipo de grifo superior. Muy bien. Me faltan los dos pantalones, creo. Sí. Y vamos a ponernos la espadilla de grifo superior. Muy bien. Vamos a cambiarnos de equipo. Poner la espadita. Y la de plata. Muy bien. Vamos a guardar este equipo. Para empezar necesitamos nivel 28. Pero necesitamos nivel 27. Me falta un nivel más. Y aquí necesitamos nivel 29. Bueno. Tenemos ya el set de grifo superior. Que es uno me gusta mucho. Es bastante bueno este equipo. Y vamos a ponerles aquí algunas cosillas más. Incineración, ataque. A ver qué tenemos. No. Eso ya está puesto. Perforación de madura. Envenenar. Causar hemorragia. Este ya ha puesto causar hemorragia. Propiedad de congelar. Intensidad de señal vamos a poner aquí. A ver, intensidad de señal. Muy bien. Y aquí en la de acero vamos a ponernos una de incineración. Causar hemorragia. Incineración. Vamos a poner incineración. Muy bien. Listo. Aquí en la armadura vamos a ponerlo. A ver, tenemos aquí Igni Queen. Queen. Vamos a poner un Igni. A ver, ¿qué está puesto aquí? Queen, vamos a poner un Igni. Muy bien. Vamos a poner aquí un Irden. Ya que estamos aquí, vamos a ponerle un art. Y un axia, pues eso solo tiene dos. Y vamos a poner un axia. Ya está. Muy bien. Ah, le puse dos de Igni. Demonios. Bueno, no importa. Así vamos bien. Vamos a poner aquí una pocioncilla. Esta. Gracias. Y listo.
He's in charge.
May your axe never crumble.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Aquí tenemos de misiones secundarias. Tenemos Quilamo de la arena, pero creo que todavía no está bien eso. Tenemos terapia de choque. Vamos a ver esto. Vamos a la terapia de choque. Vamos por acá.
Looms are lit. There are very few bees. Fierce frost we have this winter.
Creo que también podemos hacer ya un contrato, no. Todavía no podemos hacer contrato.
Word is you've seen the devastating.
Aquí vamos a poner algo.
Is it as bad as they say?
Tin pots. Stand to make a lot of noise. Maybe give him a smack once he's asleep. Are you the silent druid? Oh yeah. Dumb question. When do you lose your voice? Can you show me? Hold up some fingers? Charming man. They ever try to keep... Maybe he'll say something if I put out his fire.
El güey está viniendo para allá. Entonces yo creo que va a ser aquí. Sí. Y ahora por dónde mira. Aquí. No. Quise hablar con este.
Doesn't look like talking won't get me anywhere.
Vamos a ver.
Swaddle all living creatures in your protective embrace.
Vamos a... No. Quiero hacer la...
Swaddle all living creatures in your protective embrace.
Listo. Y la última es esta aquí.
Well, Geralt's the ice giant killer.
Swaddle all living creatures in your...
Doesn't look like we'll
A ver, aquí viene acá. Exactamente lo que quiero. Quita ese muchacho. Demonios. Ah, dije. Ya está.
I saw it already, you. Oh, my vow of silence. Oh, pardon. No. 3 years. 3 years. Not a word, not a peep. Until today, you made me break my vow. Happy?
Oh, sorry. Someone tricked me. I thought...
Boo-hoo-hoo. My deepest sympathies. Now get out of my sight, you imbecile.
Vamos a hablar con el muchacho del contrato. Que está aquí.
Heard him screaming, clear over here. Grand work, Witcher. Your reward as promised.
How about that? Beard down to his waist and a toddler's sense of humor. Good luck to you.
Muy bien. que darle emoción a la vida, muchachos. A ver, consigo un poquito de experiencia. Y tenemos Igorbet. A ver. Siguiente misión. Vamos a... Nos falta esta misión y esta misión. Vamos a ver si ya podemos hacer esta misión. A ver. A ver, vamos aquí a Chamis a ver si es que nos dan la recompensa. A ver. Por acá. Hablamos con... ¿Quién hablamos? Ah, ¿cómo se saca aquí?
Greetings.
Business is booming for as I can see.
Better believe it. Every man and his hound wants to fight in the cursed arena.
My cut of the proceeds must have grown sizable.
And how? Here.
Always a pleasure doing business in Skellige.
Come again, eh? Great things are bound to happen here. Mark my words.
I hope they do. Good luck.
Experiencia nueva. Bueno, nos dieron solo 20 coronas. Casi nada. Pero ya acabamos esta misión. Ahora sí nos toca la siguiente, que es la torre de energía dorada, muchachos. Será la última misión secundaria, creo, si no estoy mal, de todo este sector. A ver si es que tenemos algo problemas por ahí, pero no creo. Aquí nada, aquí nada. Aquí no hay nada, aquí no hay nada. Acá tampoco no hay nada. A ver. Acá está la misión principal, la que tenemos que ir. Acá, bueno, son lugares que todavía tengo que recorrer. Sí, no hay nada más. Entonces vamos acá. Con la misión. ¿Por qué no puedo? Ah, es que no estoy en el... No estaba en el punto. A ver, aquí. ¿Qué peleas, muchacho? A ver...
Hi! Hi, Witcher!
Wanderer?
What is it?
I got a job for you. There's no point standing here in the rain. Let's go to mine. We'll talk there.
So what's the matter?
You see that knoll beyond the village? Weren't a thing there for centuries. Till one day we awoke, bam! There were a tower atop it. Then all of a sudden lightning started pounding down. As if the Noggle Fair itself was sailing in. Hasn't stopped to this day. Something's got to be done. About the storm. With waves like that, we can't fish, nor sail out to raid.
You tried getting inside the tower?
Have we tried? Very same morning the tower appeared. We went right off. Whole village or nearabouts. Folk wanted to welcome its owner if he came in peace. Drive him off if he came with ill intent. We knocked and banged, but no one answered. So we opened the door, and that's when our knees turned to jelly.
Why?
Because beyond of that door was something like a sheet of water, but standing upright. Never seen such a thing in my life. Druid said it were magic. Gathered 5 brave lads, and they all marched in. No sign of him since.
Fine. I'll look into the tower.
Once you're in, cast your eye around for the folk from our village. Our druid and 5 good lads. It'd be a bitter shame to lose them.
You have my word.
Hemdall guide you.
Muy bien. Vamos a ver de qué se trata esto. Bueno, es una torrita que salió... Si no me acuerdo, esta creo que es la misión la que menos me gusta hacer. Si es que no estoy en lo correcto. Y ahí está la torre esta. Ahí tenemos... creo que son lobos, así que no les prestemos atención a los lobinos. Y vamos directamente acá. Y aquí tenemos un portal.
Portal. Shit. Great. Portal closed. Looked smaller from the outside.
Tenemos un...
Intruder detected. Cease your intrusion. Leave at once. Failure to leave when summoned. Intruder neutralization commenced.
¿Dónde vas, muchacho? Concha la hora. Eso sí me dolió. A ver. ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué haces? A ver. A ver, este pinche es el nivel 29, así que vamos a tener que... constructor. ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? Concha la hora. Otra vez.
Greeted them too. Golem probably greeted them too.
Finally, someone's come to free me. And a famous witcher at that. Thank the gods. I'm damned lucky you happen to be in Kovir. Was it King Tancred who sent you, or the Society of Magic?
Neither, and we're not in Kovir. We're in Skellige. Local folk hired me. See, your towers brought a massive storm to their island.
We're in Skellige? So we've teleported? Oh, this is much worse than I thought.
Let me guess. You lost control of the golem. Imprisoned you here, then attacked me.
No, that's not it at all. The golems are but one of the tower's defenses, part of its defensive regulatory magicon.
What?
A defensive system. Magic. Ensuring only the tower's owner will use it. When it detects an intruder, it locks down all the rooms, denies access.
And since neither of us is the tower's owner, the golem attacked me, and you're stuck behind bars. How do we evade its other charming features?
We must deactivate the defensive regulatory magicon. The tower's prior owner wrote a treatise about removing such defenses. Gottfried's omni-opening grimoire. There must be a copy in the tower. Find it, please. With it in hand, I can try to circumvent the security measures, send you home and take the tower back to Kovir.
A ver.
The corpses over there. Folk from the village nearby, right?
They came in a few days past. I was surprised to see their garb. But Just never entered me mind we might be in Skellige. There were just a few, led by a druid. The tower warned them. They failed to heed.
Folk on Skellig usually laugh in the face of warnings. If the tower had asked nicely, then offered them a horn of mead, they might have left then. Seen my share of wonders, but a tower that teleports itself, that's something new.
This defensive regulatory magicon. I tried to access it. Must have heard. Initiated some evacuation sequence. That opened the portal and jettisoned us through to Skellige. This, in turn, naturally generated electromagnetic disturbances. Hence the storm.
Storm I promised to dispel.
Then you must find Gottfried's omni-opening grimoire.
You clearly know who I am. I don't even know your name.
Seago Bunce, mage and sorcerer in residence at the court of Pontvanis. This tower was to be my new home. Bought it at an auction, you see.
A tower at an auction?
It belonged to Gottfried Stamfeld, a mage of some renown. When he passed on, his heirs auctioned the edifice off. They were all wary, repulsed. None dared see what Uncle Godfrey kept in his coloured jars. If it was their contents that had stripped him of his sense of smell and taken his left eye, they put the tower on the block, along with all it contained. The price was unbeatable. I couldn't resist.
Right. Time to get out of here and send this tower home. Where do I look for Gottfried's treaties? Any ideas?
The library might be a logical place to start. The key should be in the laboratory.
Where's that?
As you enter the room opposite, you'll see the laboratory to your left. The library straight ahead. But remember, you're an intruder. The tower is certain to want to stop you. Make things difficult at the least.
We'll see who breaks first.
Muy bien.
Try to smash that barrier. Osvayu, Iferin, Advitiat.
A ver, vamos para acá.
Intruder in tower. Aqueous countermeasures in effect.
A ver, aquí tenemos... ¿Qué es esto? Una biblioteca. Ok. Interesante. A ver, tenemos... Creo que un camino... No, para acá no. Es por acá. Vamos para acá. Ok. Muy bien. Tenemos que matar a estos muchachos. Son nivel 1.
Cages open.
Una gárgola. No manches, así son. Ya está.
Ugly bastard.
Bueno, un concho. Hello.
Liquidation terminated. Insufficient resources to continue.
Y una vaca, ok. Hola.
Torn to bits.
A ver, aquí tenemos que encontrar una llave, me parece. A ver, salte de ahí. Gracias. ¿Qué tenemos aquí? Aquí nada. A ver, seguro que está... Aquí tenemos un diagramita de algo.
Must be the key.
La biblioteca, muy bien. Muy bien. Bueno, allá arriba hay cositas, pero... Eso no será nada importante, así que vamos aquí. Tal vez haya cositas, sí. Creo que podemos saltar la frente. No, vámonos. No hay nada. Vamos para esta zona de acá.
Find the tome.
What was that title again?
Gottfried's Omni-Opening Grimoire. It's a treatise.
Gotcha. Be right back.
Entra en la biblioteca. Sí, pero ¿cómo entro a la biblioteca? No, es por acá. Amigo, tú. Es acá mismo. Ah, supongo que la biblioteca está en esta puerta que estaba cerrada, ¿verdad? Ah, exactamente.
Intruder in library. Collection integrity compromised.
Alchemy for Household Dilemmas Volume 3. This isn't it. Alchemy for Household Dilemmas Volume 3. This isn't it.
Alright.
Looks like he's suffocated. Horrible way to die. Intersections and geometric lines. Not what I'm looking for. Intersections and geometric lines. Not what I'm looking for. Applied golemancy. Gotta keep looking.
Okay, otro.
Gottfried's Omni-Opening Grimoire. This is it.
Vámonos.
Damn tower wants to gas me.
Muy bien. Vamos por esta zona de acá, ya tenemos todo.
Find the tome.
This it?
It is indeed. Now, back away a bit. I must deactivate the barrier. Osvayu, Iferin, Advigiat.
Isolation chamber open. Disturbing indications of freedom.
There, at last.
Looked easy.
The hardest part is yet to come. We must reach the heart of the tower and cast a deactivating spell. The tower will surely do everything in its power to stop us.
Okay.
Lead the way.
Okay, aquí.
Try to power down the security measures. The defensive regulatory magicon to react. Be on your guard. Osvayu, Iferin, Advigiat.
Supongo que aquí vendrán.
Intruder detected. Acute threat to control systems. Immediate action.
Voy a reventar aquí de tierra.
Defensive regulatory magic.
I like that silver.
Acute threat to control systems. Immediate action. Regulatory magic.
Todos ahí. Esquivar, esquivar. Pegar, esquivar, pegar, esquivar. Ya lo tenemos. Ya está. Pues ya está.
Gottfried's treatise proved highly useful. It's over. Had you not arrived, I'd still be in that cage, surely. It's a trifle, but take it, please. Proof of my gratitude.
Thanks. Though I'd be more than satisfied if you calmed that storm, then took this tower somewhere else.
Consider it done. And should you ever visit Covir, do stop by Pompvanis. Aboragi, Varathan.
Wait, what are you doing? Not this way, the door!
Oui.
Ah, look. It's alive, all right. And swim. Good thing you didn't hit me boat. Look at that.
You're alive, and in one piece.
One soaking wet piece.
Will you teach me to fly?
Another time, maybe.
Never seen such marvels in me life. Boom, flash, tower disappeared, and you was falling from the sky. And the storm, gone in an instant.
Now, didn't I tell you? It's what a witcher we needed. Aye, can't do better than an expert, and expert work deserves a fitting reward.
Always knew Unskelligers were honest folk.
Aye, well, if you ever come through here again, stop in. You'll be welcomed with open arms.
Thanks. Farewell.
Wait, Witcher. Did you happen to see me brother in there? Horn's his name. He went in with the druid and a few other lads.
I found your friends. All dead, unfortunately. Sorry.
Told him not to go. But he wanted glory.
Let's go home, Jarl. No point standing here. Farewell, Witcher. Thanks again for helping.
Muy bien.
Donar only turned
Hemos
all
acabado con la
praise
misión.
Peter after he
Y no es la misión la que creía que era.
He failed the wrath of
Creo que esa misión viene después. Bueno, ya tenemos prácticamente todas las misiones de secundarias realizadas. Solo tenemos la de Win, que ya como dije antes no voy a hacer. Y estas son misiones de los DLCs, que aún no tengo nivel para eso. Tenemos apuestas altas, jugadores de Win. Tenemos dos contratos bucos que todavía tenemos nivel para esto. Y esto es de DLC. Esto todavía me falta un nivelito más para poder conseguir. Y bueno, lo único que nos falta es prácticamente la misión principal. Vamos ahí. Y el punto más cercano de nuestra misión principal es esto de aquí. Vamos a ver.
Blooms are late. There are very few bees. Fierce frost we have this winter.
Vamos hartos, espérame. Si nos matamos por ahí, vamos a morir cruelmente. Aquí tenemos un Endrago. Nivel muy bajo. Ven para acá, muchacho. Vámonos. Campamento de los druidas. Y acá tenemos un lugar de poder. Muy bien. A ver, aquí vamos a poner aquí. Quiero que se me active estas partes de aquí. Vamos a volver aquí. Y aquí está.
But neither do you. So stop
Praise the
panicking.
person be.
A ver.
Can hear you two clear on the other side of the island.
Good! May all Skellige know Jennifer of Vengerberg is a common thief!
Control yourself, Druid. I haven't stolen anything. I've merely borrowed something and fully intend to return it.
Ha! The generosity. Just one small problem. Once used, the mask is rendered completely worthless. Not to mention the risk you'll bury us alive, and all the Isles with us!
Barry, what are you talking about?
She's not told you? Might have expected as much. The myth is that Urberus created the mask when the envious seas swallowed his beloved. Unable to bear the prospect that he would never again see his betrothed, Urberus made the mask, which would allow him to peer into the past. He knew, however, that he could only use it once. So he waited. Waited until his longing grew so strong that it became unbearable. When the sea learnt of the mask, it was quick to respond. It made known its threat that whosoever used the mask would bring the sea's wrath down on them. For in vengeance, the sea would rise and flood all the lands and drown the living.
So, no one's ever used the mask?
No, but...
So you don't actually know if it works, how it works?
Of course I do. The myths tell me.
You believe the myths?
Only ignorant fools belittle their significance. Besides, it's not the myths that are on trial here. It's the thief.
I'm not about to justify what Yennefer did.
Then don't.
But try to understand her. She's not doing this to anger you, she's doing it for Ciri.
I know there are maternal feelings at play, but this is no excuse, no justification. The Mask of Urberus belongs to Skellige, and should be used for the good of the Isles. If Yennefer uses it now, it shall lose its power, not to mention... What? What was that? No. Yennefer's used the mask.
Demonios.
Neutralize the mask. Mute its power.
Le importa un cuerno, ¿no? Vamos a... Es que tengo aquí un druid aquí, un mercader. ¿Qué onda?
Great.
Concha, ven acá.
What was that?
Unicorns.
Damn it, Yen. I saw the foglets. I meant how'd they get here?
The power of the mask summoned them.
Ermion says the mask might cause a natural disaster.
Fortunate he's here, then. He can jump right in, try to tame it.
Realize he won't let this pass.
Oh, I'll survive, somehow.
What now?
The mask reveals the past, but only in certain places. Places where past events left a strong magical imprint. Take it.
Want me to wear it?
Yes. I'll cast a spell that will let me see through your eyes.
Well, let's go.
This way. Already found the first spot. This is the spot. Put on the mask.
Any instructions?
Keep it on until we've seen everything. And don't stray far. Telepathy is limited in range.
What's that? A portal?
2 people emerged from it.
The woman was Ciri.
How can you know?
The way she moved, like a witcher. Seems they went that way.
Come, Let's find the next spot.
Bueno, muchacho, muévete.
What now, you piece of filth?
Concha, pero déjame mover. Ya está.
Don the mask.
Watch out!
What was that?
A magic explosion of some sort. So powerful that even the echo was dangerous. I wager it destroyed the forest.
But Ciri and her companion weren't harmed. I saw them escape.
Let's see where to.
A ver.
Place is creepy. I don't like it.
Nor do I.
Anyone here when this happened had a slim chance of surviving.
I know what you're thinking. But don't worry. Ciri can take care of herself.
Okay.
Well, ready? You...
Someone chased Ciri. See that? Might have wounded her.
She escaped. Through another portal.
Know where it led?
Magic residue trail leads to... Velen.
Any chance you can figure out where Ciri's companion fled to? His portal's gotta be nearby.
I'll try to find it. Come. Don the mask.
Nice fight.
One repelled the other with powerful magic, then fled through a portal.
A mage?
Most likely. It's Ciri's companion and the one who wounded her.
How do you know?
I don't. Making an educated guess. They both appeared in the previous visions.
Ciri's got a powerful ally. The mage who was with Ciri fled too. Know where?
His trace path leads to Velen as well. But the target coordinates of his portal differ from those of Ciri's. The explosion must have disrupted his teleportation.
Ran into Kira Metz in Velen. Coincidence maybe, but she claimed a mage came to her looking for Ciri. Be surprised if it wasn't the same one.
Whoever he is, he grows more interesting by the minute.
Maybe something left of the one who got hit by the spell.
It's clearing up,
Ermion must be getting a handle on the weather.
which means he'll be free to attack us again.
Are you pleased with yourselves? Look at what you've brought down on us! If someone's death were to help you find Ciri, would you start making human sacrifices as well?
Relax. Storm's died down. You've clearly got things under control.
For now. But who knows what will be a week or two on?
Stop panicking! Here's your mask.
It is worthless. It's an unwieldy ashtray at best. I hope you've learned something useful at least.
Very.
I'm talking to Geralt. You I'll deal with later. So?
We think a powerful curse was cast here.
Plausible. Considering what happened to the wood. Do you know upon whom?
Not yet, but we know Ciri was here. She stepped out of a portal. A mage was with her. Someone chased them. They fought. Ciri was wounded but managed to escape.
Where to?
Velen, probably. The mage opened a portal for her, then he fought her attacker.
Yes? Is that it?
Got a feeling we found something interesting. Just need to examine one more thing.
Went flying in that direction.
Something's pinned under that tree. Can you...
I can.
Armor's clean. No blood, no sword nicks. Ciri's friend must have... what do you call it?
Vaporized him.
Exquisite. The armor, though the workmanship's unfamiliar. Can't even tell where it's from.
Probably because it belonged to a rider of the Wild Hunt.
What? So it's true? The Wild Hunt? I feared as much. First here, then on Hindersfjall. What did they want?
They're looking for Ciri.
But why?
Elder blood flows in Ciri's veins.
'Tis true, she can trace her lineage clear back to Lara Duran, which is why the women in her family have always had extraordinary abilities. But could that truly be so important?
Ciri's exceptional. She travels between places here and other worlds. Space is no obstacle for her.
Huh?
Which is why the Wild Hunt wants to capture her. Speaking of the hunt, mentioned it appeared on Hindersfjall.
Well, it happened at least a fortnight after the cataclysm struck here on Ardskellig. The raids raided Lofoten at dusk in a blizzard. Itself a strange occurrence for that time of year. The islanders said the wraiths. They barged into their huts, killed anyone who resisted, then galloped inland, laughing fiendishly.
Anyone survive?
A dozen or so women and an old man.
Next stop, Hindersfjall.
I'll meet you on the beach near Lofoten.
Vamos a ir.
Wait, can't we go together? Right now?
But you detest being teleported.
Don't exactly like potions either, but I drink them when I have to.
You also drink them when there's no need at all. Very well. Let's go. Stay close to me.
Good luck to you. Inform me once you've learned anything new.
Quite a few years since I was last on Hindersfjall. But if I remember correctly, Lofoten should be this way.
25 puntos de experiencia.
Raised huts and fresh graves. This must be it.
Gathering of some kind. We've come at a bad time.
There's no good time to talk about the Wild Hunt.
Oui.
Barely sprouted whiskers. But in the grind they laugh. And me.
Ritual of some kind. We'll have to wait.
We'll do no such thing. Dear sisters, pardon the interruption, but we've an important matter to discuss.
Can you not see we're commemorating the dead? So?
And we're looking for someone who's still alive. Please, this is urgent.
Then speak.
They say the Wild Hunt destroyed this village.
That is true, though few believe us. You don't either, I'm sure. Did you see riders on skeletal horses, wearing frost-covered armor?
Aye, that's how it was. They landed on our shores in a ship made of the claws of dead men, like in the ballads. Leif yelled to grab the children. Then they came, cut him across his face. He tried to whisper, only blood came out.
You were to ask about someone, not prod their wounds. That's enough.
What happened then?
Yen, leave her alone.
You don't understand. If we can learn where...
I understand, and I'm still asking you to stop.
You're right.
Get to the point. Now.
We're looking for a young woman, name of Ciri. Ashen hair, green eyes.
I'm sorry. She is not here.
Unless she lies in a grave. That is, I do not recall one by that name. But I've buried so many, I may have forgotten.
This Ciri, has she a scar here on her cheek?
Yes, what happened to her?
Don't know. Saw her but for a moment, right before it all. She was in the stables with Craven. 1,000 curses upon him.
Remember anything else? Anything at all?
Only that she seemed tired. Very tired. And her hair was wet.
Great. So we know she bathed. Progress.
I'm sorry,
Craven!
My apologies. Craven. Craven could have told you more.
This Craven you mentioned, does he have a name?
He did. Until the elders struck him from the saga of ancestors.
It's as if he has ceased to exist. The lore forbids anyone from touching him, speaking to him, even uttering his name.
What did he do to deserve that?
He fled from the wild hunt. He alone.
We need to talk to him, even if it's not in keeping with your customs.
You've come too late. He went to the garden to fight Morkvag.
This Morkvag, half man, half wolf,
Yes?
won't bother you anymore. Already killed it.
I know. Craven went there before you, but is yet to return.
Didn't see him in the garden. Doesn't bode well. Don't know if there's much point in going there.
Even if he's dead, we could find some clues near his body.
Let's hope. A coward who willingly seeks battle? Am I the only one who sees the contradiction?
That's why he did it. Craven knew he would prove the elders wrong only if he killed Morkvarg.
And thus regain his honor and his name.
Trial by ordeal. Very Skelligan.
I do not mock your laws. Please also respect ours.
Thanks for your help.
I understand you intend to enter the garden. I dislike it when foreigners enter the sacred grounds. But so be it.
Custom demands pilgrims make an offering of their own blood before the tree. Craven surely did so. Unless he lacked not only courage, but respect for Freyr as well.
You needn't worry about us. Geralt and I always give the gods the respect they are due.
Muy bien. Y bueno, muchachos, aquí lo vamos a dejar. Espero que les haya gustado y nos veremos en la siguiente vez. Nos vemos.